Well, hi everyone. Welcome back. After a hiatus post-bonsai show for me to recover from all the hoopla. What we'll do today is a follow-up on our large ficus tree that we worked on last year. And this tree has put on considerable growth, and as a result it needs quite a bit of work today. As far as why we're only just getting to this at the end of June, we had a rather cool spring here in California, and as a result this tree didn't emerge from dormancy until a few weeks ago. So let's take a look at what we need to do here. This branch needs to come down, and the upper tree needs to come over, and then the front of the tree, which right now is like this, is going to rotate slightly like this, so that we get a better looking trunk angle. So let's start by pruning away some branches that we know we're not going to need, and then we'll start repositioning the ones that we are going to need. Now that one is superfluous because it comes in above an existing branch. And this front branch here, I dithered over whether to use this one or the one above it, and this one emerges at the same level as this side branch, so it's more desirable to keep the one above it. But for now, we're going to keep that one and leave that and see if it's useful at a point later in the styling. Now, this first branch is another cause of concern. If we rotate the tree, then this branch has to come forward, and we can do that by wiring it and bending it. But with ficuses, there's a better alternative. This little branch here is in the right position where we want it, and it just needs some growing, and it'll get as thick as this one in one season or a little bit more. So what we'll do is we'll just take off this entire first branch here, and then we'll take off the other branches that aren't going where we want them to, and we'll keep just the one that we need. And now it becomes clear that this branch is going to need to get a bit shorter here. So let's figure out where we're going to take it off now. I think here will work just fine. And then we'll shorten side branches accordingly. And then we'll take a look at our new front branch here. Now, we're not going to do a lot of wiring on this tree. Ficuses tend to scar pretty quickly if you wire them, and this one does in fact have a few scars on it from last year's wiring, even though the wire was only on it for a few weeks. So the preference is to do what we call clip and grow. I'm just going to continue cleaning it up to kind of equalize branch strength here. Now, while we're working on this, you'll notice that since we repotted it last year, it's literally filled the pot with roots. We've got large surface roots running everywhere in the pot, and in the near future we're going to do a repotting on this and reposition it to the new front. Now, we're getting closer to where we want to be here. So I'm just going to do a little bit more cleanup, and then we'll work on repositioning the branches that need to be repositioned. Now again, I've got a side branch here that kind of projects upward, and I've got a choice of back branches here, and it's a question of what do I want to use and what do I want to discard. And I think this front branch is no longer part of the design, so we'll just take that off right there. Now the trunk is much more visible since it's the main feature of the tree. And this branch here, I'm not fond of it, and its function is going to be taken over by something higher up on the trunk anyway. So, at long last, that branch is going away. And yes, we can bring down other branches. Now, the next question is, what do I want to use for the top of the tree? And I actually like this a little bit better than this, simply because it's growing in the right direction, and it's going to make overall shaping a lot easier. Now we're starting to have something that looks like something. After much pruning and wiring, our large ficus now hopefully looks like a bonsai. Let's do a little 360 and go over briefly what we've done. We of course took off the first branch and replaced it with another branch that was going in the right direction for our design. We've wired out everything else and taken off some other superfluous branches. And we've used a couple of turnbuckles here to lower this branch. This is the major branch. The Japanese would call this the sashi eta, or the branch that defines the movement of the tree. And we've got a turnbuckle to the deadwood here to bring that down, and another one here in order to bring down the upper trunk and get it in line so that it follows the flow started by the motion of the lower trunk. So we'll turn it around here and take a look at what we have. Now hopefully what we've done here is achieved a shape that's a bit more bonsai-like, but this is really only the beginning for this. The next step, now that we're beginning to establish a bonsai shape here, is to get enough growth out of the branches to get it fill out and get a more tree-like shape. And hopefully that will be the subject of a future video. Thank you for watching, folks.